Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Good morning. So this is me, Alison. We are back to our normal lecture of every weekend. So let me hope everyone is doing well. And today we are going to move forward with our lecture. So today we are going to deal with the grid and the flex box. How do we align things using flex properties, or how do we align every child within the parent container using some flex property? Believe me guys, it's going to be super and easy. Okay, I will explain in a very simple way, especially the grid box, which is the most difficult thing. Many people find it difficult, like to make their web application look like a mobile fast application, a application that can respond to any aspect ratios of devices. So today I'm there guys, believe me, it's not difficult. I will walk you through from A to Z. Let's start with the grid. First of all, let me try to show you guys what we are trying to achieve here. You see here, this is a grid card. Okay, you can see this one is opening 3 on a large devices. Okay, that's like a device that have at least 1000 pixel, okay, of a resolution screen. So here you can see it's really responsive when it is large device. So what if you want to check, is it possible that it can fit in other parts of devices like iPhones, Androids, other types of phones, iPad? So it's very easy. First we need to confirm. Okay, on your window, if you're using window or Mac, okay, if it is window, it's control shift plus I. Okay, control shift plus I, it will open to you this one here. So here you have options. Here you see we are in console. If you want to try to hover them, is here, you see, to get some information, but this is not what we are for. Okay, let's make this 100%. okay, like this. So let's check on the devices. Okay, just come here up. Can you see here dimension here? We have iPad Air. So let's first start with the iPhone SE. If you are on iPhone, believe me, this thing is super responsive. You see, there's no anything like margin running where or whatever. It's just fit without any problem. Check another device type. Go to iPhone XR. Click like this. You see, very responsive. Even the text is responsive according to the screen that we are trying to check on. Check on iPhone 12 Pro. Guess what happened here? See, go and check on other device like Pixel 5. You see, even the text increase. See, from iPhone, what's happening there? iPhone X Pro, somehow smaller due to the screen resolution. Now go to Pixels. Go to something S8. Where is it? S8 Plus. You see. Now go to other devices like S20 Ultra. You see, it's just responsive. There is nothing like it's looking too big or what. And then iPad Air. You see, it responds to the iPad screen without any problem. There is nothing like some part have been cut out or whatever. It doesn't happen here. Even if you go up to telephones like Surface Pro 7, it's all responsive without any problem. And I believe after you finish your file, try to run on your phone, you will see the exactly this is what you will achieve at the end. Nest Hub, you see, it's even have that property, so it can take the space wherever. When it is full, it push the other parts to come down. So this is what we are going to learn today in grid system. It's not difficult, just a matter of understanding, and I promise guys to make it very simple to you. Or if you don't want to check on mobile, you can even try to put it here, push it. You see, it shrink down once the size is coming small and the screen is not fitting. You see, it's just responding without any problem. The more you come here, you see, it's increasing. See, the image even is auto resizing. So this one, all I will show you guys how we can do this one. It's not a big deal. So before we take that on Flexbox, okay, let's first deal with the grids. Then from there we can move to Flexbox, how we can play with this one. And by the end of this lecture of today, I promise to send you guys all the source code of Friday, Saturday, and then plus today. I'm going to send you all the 3 source code so that you guys can work out everything there. When it doesn't work with your side, you will compare your code with the one of mine. So let's start without wasting time. Okay. First of all, we know what we can do. Always, if you want to start project, it's very simple, and everyone must practice this one by this time, I am sure. Okay. First of all, we start by what? Creating our brand new folder. Okay, refresh, go to new, after new folder, we call this one grid. Okay, grid and Flexbox. Okay, open this folder or drag it inside your Visual Code Studio. Here my Visual Code Studio is already open. Me, I'm just going to drag this one there until here. When I see this sign here showing plus copy, I just remove my hand. Automatic, my project is already here. So what are we gonna do next? All of you know already. It's just like always. Okay, click on new file. Okay, just a moment. Okay, click new file. We have index.html. okay, we need to create another one, style.css. Another one, we need to create a folder that can hold our picture. So this one, images, or name it anything you want. Okay, so here we come. We know the shortcuts. Everyone knows by this time already. Nobody is having problem. HTML or control plus question mark, like what Bridget said last time. It's also work. So here we put grid. Okay, let's just type the grid and Flexbox. Okay, how we can move box later on with the flex. You guys can see flex properties later on. So we are here. First of all, let's make sure we connect our style always, because sometimes you guys might make mistake, like you will be busy typing everything and then go and start styling everything. Once it is not connect your style, you will find yourself like this thing is not working. There must be something wrong. No, you just forget to link your style. Okay, it's very simple. Link. Okay, the dot. Ask you this. If you don't put dot sometime, okay, it will work. Okay, but that dot specify root plus / root, all can work also. Okay, don't just punish yourself there or go with one way of writing things. Always try to figure many ways as possible. Okay, so this is what we have. Our CSS style is here. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give a title. My title is always h1. So let's learn grid. First of all, let's start with grid. Okay, just type grid simple. Give our class here. Remember, you can give class to any HTML element, not only div. Okay, you can even give in h1 p, all. You can give your class there, just for reminding you guys. Here, let's say heading 1 __1. Good. Let's test this one out. Is it working or not? Okay, here we have our curly bracket. Let's change the color to blue. Just ugly blue color like this. Okay, just go this one live. Let's see, is there any changes happening? Alhamdulillah. See here, everything just appear well. I can say our CSS has been linked in a very good way. So now we don't have anything to worry about. So let's now think. We need to create a cards, so that these cards you can add as many as possible, and we can try to shrink them. If we are using some other devices, try to bring them small. If it is the big device, that it try to goes up. So first of all, we need to create what a simple skeleton of our grid system. That's a cards that handle some singular cat inside. Okay, like our cats. Okay, we put cats in plural. That one can be the parent container, then cat should be the individual cats that will be inside that one. So let's see, how do we deal with this one? So here we are. Okay, let's say we need to have a class of cats. Okay, like this, cats in plural. Okay, don't just get confused there. As I've said already, it's not difficult. Just believe me, everything is simple and easy. Okay, just a moment. Oui, oui, je vais t'expliquer ça après, mais j'ai quelque chose à faire. Ok, merci beaucoup. Ok, de rien, frère. Ok. Ok, merci. Sorry, guys. So we are back. So we need to start by having our cards. Then inside cards, we need to have a single card here. CRD card. Inside this card, okay, we need to put image there. Have image. And you all know how we put image. Forward slash, it will ask us from direction of image here. Then we shall put our image here. Where do I get the image from? Okay, let's first of all bring image in, okay? Let's go and bring image. Where can we get image? Okay, let's see from here. We have these three image here. Let's copy them, the one for last time. So let's go to this one here, images, paste it there. So we have three image ready. Let's now get back to our cards here. So we can have this one, images, stroke. Then it will ask us there is so many pictures here. Let's go with this one. Okay, now we have put our image, but we need to put class because we want to style this image out. Okay, class to this image. We can call it a card dash dash img, stand for image according to my shortcuts. Okay, then inside that cards we need to have content. Okay, we have image on top. That means we have push this one a little bit down. Then we can have card content dot. Okay, remember to show image so that it can help you cut content. Here is the content. Okay, enter. Inside the content we must have two paragraph p, let's say p here, and then another paragraph down here. So where do we get text from? I don't want to punish myself typing everything out. Just go to Lorem Epson. Here is either, if you want to go direct to their website, just click here. Okay, assuming you are in the situation you want to generate more paragraph, whatever, just come here. You'll ask you paragraph, how many paragraph do you want to generate? Let me say one. Okay, one paragraph, and then you click here on the word generate. Here one paragraph has been generated for you, so you just copy this one and use. For me, I don't want that one paragraph, I just need something small, like from here. Okay, I want something small like this. Okay, then I will just go back to my code here. Here is the first p, I can paste. Okay, here is the second p, I can paste it there. Then I can press on the alt F to format my code. Okay, or just make Ctrl S if you want to see the result also at the same time. And also we can do like this, can click on window left arrow, and then we can open our actual web here on the right hand side. You can be able to see the result immediately. So you can see we have a very huge picture there. Okay, very big. And if you scroll down, you see there is a lot of nonsense there which is not showing us exactly what's going on. Okay, you see the picture is too big and the text just try to be down here. So here, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how you can handle this huge image, how to make it responsive at the end of the day without having a lot of problem. Okay, you can even push this side. You can see the image is too big, very big. Okay, but trust me, we are gonna make it simple. So we are here. Okay, we have a cut content. After cut content here, you just try to see where are we exactly here. Cut content. Okay, after we finish with the content, that means we need to have one more div here. This one should be cut info. Okay, you can hold the information of the card, underscore info. Okay, inside information you need to have one more div again. This one should have like the number of likes. You can say div, let's say this one should be 100k like something like this. Okay, then again we need to have another one down here that will handle our read more property. You can put this one like this. First we have anchor tag, put dot to specify this one with the class, and then give a class name now. So let's call this one card underscore link. Okay, link ink like this. Here you have everything. So here what I can do, I'll pass the statement here, read more. Just read more words here like this. If I'm not mistaken, this is the skeleton of a very simple things we want to do, but the task here based on CSS. Okay, it's not all about the skeleton part. We are going to beautify it here using our CSS. Okay, so let's take a look again and see. Now it's loading. Remember, if you have a live server, it's auto refreshing. You don't need to keep on refreshing everything here. Just the picture I have is too big, that's why it's loading like this. So I'm always making mistake of putting the picture. Maybe let me change it to bricks so that doesn't take our time. Here instead of this one, flower, let's change it to this one. But let it be so that you guys can see how we can handle this big picture to small. Okay, it's okay. Let it remain. Yeah, here we are. Let's load this one. So you see a very huge problem. So this is how we have this our two paragraph. Okay, then this is our likes 1000, the first div, and then this one is the anchor tag that have what issue of referring to external link or whatever. So for us, we don't need to refer to anywhere, just down here. Instead of having this empty, let's just refresh it back to our root home here like this. Later on, if you have another external CSS file here, no HTML file like contact, you can be able to put your file here like contact. Okay, contact.html like this, something like this. Then you can have your HTML file inside. Okay, like this, and then later on you can link this file again. If you want this one to be linked, after you click on this one, then you have this option here, link this one there like this. And assuming you have some of your file here, okay, let's change this one is contact, just showing you some tips there. Contact, and then you put something here like hello, this is our contact page, then you have form, whatever there. So here what will happen if you scroll down, okay, let it load, just scroll down. Sorry, let's refresh here. Okay, let's scroll down. Here we have, once I click on this or read more, you will see it will bring contact page, and here you can read hello, this is my contact. So this one also can help you to link multiple pages. Okay, like sometimes you might have a navigation app here. This one's talking about home, about download, pricing, ABCD app here to Z. You can create, maybe they can be here in our front end, but what can happen is like you can have multiple as you want here. It doesn't matter, it's not even huge, or the size of the file is not gonna be big, but it can help you, like you can specify some of your words. Okay, you can create more content there, but once you click somewhere, then it can take you there. Click somewhere, it can take you back. Okay, so this one will be a intermediate part while we'll be doing some project, because you guys are just almost there already. So this is what we are doing here. Here I don't want to link this one. Okay, maybe I can delete it out, it's not important for what we are doing here. Just I can remove this out. Okay, and redirect this one just to home. Yes, / here is home by default. Okay, so let's go to our style part. Control B. Here I can say we can open this one. Let this one be open to the other side. Okay, cannot get contact.html because I've deleted this one. So you just move down one way so that this one will disappear. It won't take you there anymore because it doesn't exist already. So this is where we are. Okay, for you to handle this one is very simple. First, try to understand where are you starting from. Here we have, okay, this is our first one. This is the header, which is already styled in blue. I've removed that one out. Okay, if you want also, you can put your comment here. You can say, okay, here we can say card start here. If you want to comment everything out, like someone's a bit professional, try to make some comment there. So if you see here, we have card, and then if you scroll down, it's somehow close here. Okay, so we can say, okay, here is a cat, not in plural, the singular one, cat end. Okay, then if you want to comment out this also, you can say, okay, cats plural end here. Then up here you can specify, like, so if this one start, okay, cat start, then we have this singular cat start. Here you will know very easily, or maybe you can zoom it out, like try to see. Okay, here you will just know, like if you zoom it out, you can say, okay, maybe if this one is start, cat is start, and you have cat end, maybe this one here is a singular cat within our cats plural, which is happen to be the parent of the container. So here you have this one here, cat, which is in plural. So if you click here, even, you know, this one can highlight this one, start there and end here. You can see it's really very simple for you, like to avoid jeopardizing some of your words for no reason, or you'll be having that kind of doubts, like this thing is not going the way I expect it to be. So here we go, let's style out this one, cats here. We start with this cat. Okay, so I can zoom it back so you guys can see very well. Okay, here you can scroll down. So we have the order, we have to start from up, coming to this one, content, and then information, cards link. From there we can achieve, or we can just double this one to fill out the screen without any problem. So here we are. Also we have a card. Okay, cards here, or if you want, you can put comment also. Okay, always try to put comment. Cards here, good. Then down we start here. We know the class is already given, so we just need to put dot. We don't need to worry like mingling things or mix things around with the ID. Okay, don't ever mix your words, always you will end up in series of problems. So we have so many type of grading system, but we will do the easiest one that can handle you or save you free from all this trouble. So let's start with here, cards. Okay, have cards here. So the easiest way to start, like we need to open this one here, so that we can see. Okay, like this, at least we can see what's going on. Okay, so this card have the 10 pixels of border. Okay, it is blocking almost everything here. And then up here by default the body have 10 pixels up, light, down, also the one making. Even H1 by default, with by default have some, this one margin top and some padding that's blocking. So this one we can handle all. Like how do we make this one to fit here at the edge top, 0 left 0? This one we can handle it just in a moment. So we are here cut. We can try to deal with the margin. Let's say, how do we deal with the margin here? Okay, we have margin of 0. Once you put 0 and then put automatic here, okay, meaning top and bottom should be 0. Okay, left and right should be automatic. Okay, so you can see here there is nothing happen. Okay, make sure your CSS name is correct. Okay, without any problem. And secondly, follow the rules. How do you make CSS declaration within a curly brackets, or how do you add those properties to it so that it will work? So first of all, we need to start with the max width. What does max width do for us? The maximum of the width. Okay, this will, okay, max width. max width should be 100, oh no, not 100, 1000 pixels. Okay, let it not go beyond this one. Width is just width, like what we do in mathematics. Rectangle, you have width and length. Okay, we need to display this one first of all. How do you display this one? Let's just display this one in a grid format. Okay, display grid. And then secondly, what do we do about that one? First of all, let's say here is our full screen. Okay, let's say like the max width is 1000, okay, pixels. Let's say in that 1000 pixels we need to have a 3 columns. Okay, one column here, second column here, okay, here, then the third column. Let's try to divide this one is one column this side, second and third. So how do we start with this one so that we can be able to see this card just in somehow small here and the other space will remain? Okay, so to achieve this one is very simple. First say, okay, since we are displaying everything in a grid system, okay, so we need to have grid templates column. Okay, grid templates column, not row, columns like this. Remember to install emmet to help you deal with this auto predict HTML and even CSS. So here I have this grid templates column. So how do we deal with this one? First of all, we need it to repeat. Why do we put repeat? Because in case if that one get full, please go at the edge or at the end there of the cards. Try to get back. The cards in plural is on handle all of them, so they will start filling. Okay, 1 2 3. When it's reached at the end, if number 4 exists, it has to repeat. Now it has to break and come back again from left again, fill up to right, go back, just continue the trajectory. Okay, 2, we need to specify how many columns do we want. We need 3 columns. Then we put comma. Okay, after we specify 3 columns, we put comma. Then second thing we can do, we can define the fraction of the screen. Let's say 1 fr start for take 1 fraction of the screen. Okay, this enable us now whenever we go to some small sizes, okay, of screen, okay, it can enable us now to make that fraction of the screen. That's why we are putting 1 fr here. Okay, the 1 fr stands for 1 fraction of the screen, but remember we need 3 columns. We don't want any much more. So do we want to add some gap there? Gap here, it can give you space, okay, without any doubt. So gap of 20 pixels. Okay, we need a space around. Then we can change our font family. Serif, it can come with those sharp edges. Sans serif, it cannot come with that one. Let's say font family, okay, should be sans serif. Okay, serif come with the sharp edge, just like what we have with the default, how do you call that, default Roman times. Okay, you see here you can see sans serif, it remove all the sharp edges because by default we are dealing with the New Times Romans. Okay, it's the default one for any of our HTML elements or many of the programming. The most text you display, it's by default our New Times Romans, which exists in Microsoft Office, other parts of Office packages. So remember, if you remove this one, you can see the difference now. Why I'm talking about the sharp edges. Okay, like this. You see this L here. Let me try to zoom it out. Control plus. No, not Visual Code Studio. Yeah, Control plus. You see this L here is sharp at the end, sharp, top here sharp, left here sharp, and then likes here you can see the L here also. You can see the I, the way how it's. But if I just now make this one back to sans serif, you see the L is now very clear, it cannot doubt, and you can see it very clear. So that's what we mean by font family must be sans serif. Remember, font family is not equal to font size, okay, or font weight. Okay, that's what you can do here. So it's very simple. Thirdly, let's try to zoom this one out. Okay, like this. Now you guys can see, now we are somehow quite going well with our first card, and you guys can see from the screen. Okay, but it still seems this picture remain very big. and it is not even doing any different for us. So how do we go about this one? Remember, we have cuts, okay, cuts, then we have cut inside. So let's tile out this cut, which is the individual cut here. So let's get back here. Okay, here we have this cut here. Okay, let's put our curly brackets, and then let's give us something. First of all, we need to put a shadow box here. Okay, we want to make some shadow box around the cuts, because the cuts handle the picture, these two paragraphs, and this, the words here are 1000 likes, and then read more. These are the things handled by the cuts that we are studying now. Also, let's try to do something with the box shadow. Okay, type here dot box, then go here, have this one, select this option. Let's say we need 0. Okay, you need to specify 4 types, because here we can mix even the color, not mix the color actually, we can try to specify top, left, bottom, but plus the color is also work. Okay, that's why we can have some properties, colors like this mixed, looks good. Okay, so we'll say top 0, left. Okay, let's add another left, then we have 3 pixels. Okay, then number 4, let's try to add something RGBA. It's also another way of specify the color. Here you can see here they have proposed already, like you can put color like red, green, blue, and alpha. Okay, it doesn't work for us here, our case. We need to specify some numbers. Okay, let's say here we want to put 0, and then here we need to put another 0. Okay, here we want to put 0, and then here let's put 0.6. Here simply means we are putting 60% of the black. Okay, not that black, but somehow. So if you see here slowly, you can see here, let me zoom this one for you, plus you see here, you can see there's this nice box shadow showing here. If you see here very well, here we have this nice shadow. Okay, down here, you see, scroll down here, you can see there is shadow here, there is shadow. If you say if you are doubting, let's comment this one out so that you can see. Comment out this one and then save. You see there's nothing, but now if I uncomment it out, remember there's box shadow already showing there. So this is how we achieve this one in a very simple way. So after that one, what is next? Our challenge remains constant. Okay, our image seems to be big and very difficult even to handle. Okay, this makes many people to run away, but trust me, you can handle this thing in a very simple way. So let's go and actually start dealing with this image. First of all, we know the name of the image. Okay, from the class. Okay, so class image, I can copy this one, or just go and check, come and type it here. Okay, don't copy, type it out so that you can get used to. So here we go, image. First of all, I want to display this image. Okay, display property of this image to block. What do I mean by block? So that it can take the space out from the below. Okay, below the image, you want to take the space out. Next, what can I do again? I need the width of this image to remain 100%. Percentage here enable us to get this picture all back in its normal format. You see, by putting this to 100%, is now behaving where? Inside our card here. Okay, if I try to open this one, you see this is the fraction we are talking about, the three columns fraction. You can see up here in our CSS. Where is it? Display grid, automatic cut, sans serif, box. Here, columns, templates, grid, templates, columns. Okay, we have the option here, repeat 1 fraction. So we have 1 fraction here, so we have, it has to go up to the 3 columns. Since we have 1 column still, or 1 cut there, so this is number 1 here showing. If you bring this one here, it will be number 2. If you copy another one here, will be number 3. Remember, have 20 pixels of a gap. This 20 pixels of a gap down here is the one giving a space between these cards and another cards. Okay, here we don't have another cards. Okay, let's just style this one, then we can duplicate the copy of this one, then you can see everything in a real sense. Okay, so here we are dealing about 3 fractions. Okay, good. Now we are here, width is equal to 1000. Automatic, it behave inside this card. Okay, it's not behaving according to what we justify. Just the 100 width percent, it will be under this cut, because remember our cut here, okay, our cut here is just under the control of this one. That's why we put some condition like the column must appear 3, and then take one fraction in case if it is much, then break, let it come and follow the rules. Okay, so we are here now. We are dealing already with this one, and I can say nothing much there. Let's go and deal with the content first of all. Okay, here you guys will be learning new CSS at the same time, some properties. Don't worry, some new things will be popping in. So we are here, cut content. Okay, if you want to keep put some of your what comment here, like this part is known as cut content, then down you will now start dealing with the content. There's nothing wrong. Okay, I say here cut underscore content, like this. Then after I put this curly bracket, what next? You can see, okay, let's try to give some padding. You see here the content, it seems like our content here is what the 2 paragraph, this paragraph and then the second one up to down here. So they are somehow like mixing. Okay, this is the second paragraph, sorry, second and the first. So there's 2 paragraph here, and the button here is like they're just somehow touching the edge here from right, even from the left. So we need to do something about that one. Let's try to give a space inside. You guys might know I'm all repeating, space inside means padding. Okay, outside is the margin, so padding of 10 pixels here. Okay, you see now it looks good. There is a space of 10 pixels from right, even here from the left you can see very well, and even from top here there is another space which is increased. Okay, this one we can remove it just in shortly. So let's scroll down. What next do you want to do? We need to make some background, not background color but background. Okay, we need to add some background there. Okay, so how do you add the background? It's really easy. Okay, just a matter of specify some color. Let's say, okay, here let's add some color like FA. I think is a light gray, yeah, something like this, light gray. And then we need to check. Yes, you see this card now, it looks somehow than the background of the actual page is actually white. Okay, but now by putting this gray, it now make the difference between our cut and then our page. That's what we are doing here with the background. Okay, next, what do we want to do? We need to add some line height to this one. You can say line heights give us the heights, okay, between text. Like you have a long line going down, coming, making one paragraph, we can specify the line height. Okay, let's make this one 2 double before. How will it look like? So if you put 2 here, you see this one seems to be going up, this one is down, so this one like this doesn't make sense. Or if you zoom here, you'll see like the space is too much, okay, between the lines here. So line height here give us space between the lines. So for me, maybe I can say let's go with 1.5 is somehow good, like 1.5. Always try to check it by yourself, make some mistakes, try to see and learn at the same time, because I believe you will only learn when you're making a lot of mistakes. So this when you are innovating. So there we go, this one is okay with me. Feel free to put anything you want. Let's go with the font size. Okay, font size. So here font size you can specify either small, larger, medium. So these are all options. You can specify percentage is responsive, like when it is going up to, when the screen is shrink, going to the smallest part, going to the biggest, it's responsive. Percentage enable you to stay responsive. But when you define pixels, it's just like you define a constant. Sometimes you can say font size must be 20 pixels. Okay, meaning like if you are going to some devices, it remain 20. If you're coming down, it's just like someone who's doing media query. Okay, a media query is parts where you can deal with the responsive. But I don't know, maybe Bridget will teach you that one also, or me or anyone else. So just feel free, it will come to you also. So here font size, so you can specify in so many ways. You can type those one here, large, larger, those of medium, small, smaller, extra large, small, extra large. Okay, percentage in inch, centimeter, pixels, all it works. So but we can even type in rem. Okay, You can type even EME, okay, all of them work. So let's try to put something new to here. Let's type ours in EME. What does EME mean, or what type of properties we give to EME makes sense? Okay, assuming you say our phone should be 0.9 EM, what does it do for us? It's very simple. Like we're taking the 90% of our screen. Just very simple in that manner. So what next? Okay, here it seems like our text is somehow good, okay, but we have a challenge. How do we remove this space between this picture here and this lorem ipsum? You know, this one is too big, and if you go down here, you see here there is enough space also. So how do we remove this one without putting different classes? Okay, because our work here is like we need to limit control plus S. Okay, control S to save this one. Here, okay, here we are done. But how do we remove this space from the bottom and then this one here? No, not this one, the one which is on top here. So this one is very simple for us. Okay, why am I saving this page? I'm supposed to be here. Okay, here if you go up down here, you can see we have content. Okay, cut content here is what we have. Okay, here we have our cut content, but from the cut content we have two paragraphs. If you say okay, we want to go and do this way how we did it last time, but okay, here is the cut content. From the cut content, go and select the paragraph. Okay, from the paragraph, you say margin. Okay, margin top should be 0. Assuming you try to do something like this, you'll find like it somehow work, but the problem here is margin bottom. How do we deal with this one? Because if you say margin top, it's just going to deal with everything which is P inside. So we don't want to deal with such way. So we have some better way. You know, we believe always, we are all programmers, we are whatever, we always find the easiest way to tackle a very big task. So to deal with this one is very simple. Okay, we have some of the properties, some of the elements, some of the names, some of the things, we can use them or combine them, can deal with everything here. So assuming you are in such situation, you have to, you don't want to go and put class to the first paragraph, class to the second paragraph, then call them one by one. Maybe you find like, you know, it's taking a lot of your time. So to deal with this one is very simple. Okay, here we just type here up here, let me zoom this one. I believe zooming can help you guys understand well. Here we have P. Here I can just put our this one colon. Okay, then what's next? I can just say okay, first or first, okay, of type, meaning we are just targeting only the first element of P, not all. You see, here we have already deal with this one. This one is not happening, but only it's happening to this one, which is okay. The space is okay with me. Or if I want to increase or whatever, is fine. So how about dealing with the second one? Just we copy the same thing here. Okay, instead of first, we can change this one to last and then save. Now if you go down, you can see it's not top, it has to be bottom. Okay, yeah, bottom, because we're removing the space from down. You see, now everything is okay, and I feel okay with this one. Okay, I don't think there is problem there. Next, what are we going to do? Let's try to minimize our screen. Okay, we bring this one down. We need to deal with the card information, okay, which is named as card info. How do we deal with our card info? So we go down, scroll, here we have card info. Okay, this is the name. Let's go and style this one out here. I can put my command here, comment card info, info. Here I can put this one here. Good. What next? I can say okay, here is what we have. Let me zoom out this one. Okay, bring it here. Okay, first of all, you saw this one and this one, they're like stacking on each other. And remember from the previous one, likes to remain from the left hand side, and then we need to move this read more to right hand side and try to center everything here, so you can now see what we can do here. So here first of all we need to display flex. Here we are now touching Flexbox, guys. We are starting Flexbox, okay, because our lecture are made top on top, so you don't need to skip the videos. Make sure you follow the video. Yesterday we mentioned some parts of flex, the day before yesterday also. So today we're still leveling it up, and then we'll take it into the detail, okay, later on. So here I'll start display flex, make everything goes into the row, okay. Then it has see display flex. This is how it works. First of all, if I zoom this one, you can see, I think this one was zoom. Display flex, you see everything move into the row, but we have problem here. It seems like they're just okay touching each other, and like it's difficult to separate them. So with display flex, we have some properties we can push there, okay. Also with display then flex, how do we create space between two here? A flex has more properties, okay. One of them is space between, to separate two things so that they can stay apart. So we can say here display flex, okay. We can go with something called justify content, okay. The content, okay, how do you want the contents to looks like? You can say, okay, let the space be between them here. Once I put space between them, okay, you see here, see there is a space created between 100 likes, and then this word here, read more, okay. So you guys can see here, this is what's happening, okay, good. So coming again here, okay, here we continue. Let's put my cursor at the end here, okay. Next is what? Padding. Remember we have the padding of 10 pixels here, okay, from our cut. Here this 1000 is just touching the edge, and this one also is touching the edge. So we need to push that 1000 pixels property so that they can follow the same way, okay. You can just say PD here, stands for padding, PD, and then let it be P10px, okay. Now if you can see, it's somehow good following the rules, okay. But next we need to do something still. After push that 10 pixels, we need to do something with the font size. This font size seems to be bigger, okay, or larger. Let's say, okay, font size FS is the font size, okay. Here we can say, okay, let it be 0.8 em, let it be 80% of the screen, okay. I like it, it's not that bad, okay. After I add that properties, what next? We need to put some border, okay, border here, so that we can see very well a border line, okay. Let's say let our border be 1 pixels of somehow light gray, okay. Light gray is given by hash ccc, yeah. The border bottom, okay, should be 1 pixels solid, okay. The color will be C up to 6 or 3, all of them can work. So now you can see here we have this nice border here from our bottom. Then we can put the background. We need to change this background here. This background looks like gray but not gray, or behaving the same. So, no, it's just light gray of before, it's just behaving the same. So we need to put a background here that can separate our background of the cat, okay, cat in singular. Then we have this one should be different. So how do you deal with this one? It's very simple. You can say, okay, background bg, it's just background alone, we don't need to add color. Background should be a hash, okay. Then we can specify e, okay, 6e or triple e, it can make the same thing. Then here if you see there is somehow dark gray, something like this, that it can make now different. At least you can see 1000 likes and read more here is a bit different from the background of the cat here, or cat element there. So what next you can do? Maybe we can change the color and try to arrange everything in center. You can see here this one is not centralized. The likes and read more, they are not straight, okay. So this one we can add our flex property always. So we can just say this one, okay, align, okay, align item should be center, okay. Here once we save this one, you can see they are all straight here, very straight. And then next we can do is what, we can add the color. Let the color be at least gray, okay, not black. So to deal with this one is very simple. You can say color should be gray. That gray is like a hash, I think 555 or 65. Okay, 65 is okay. Yes, you see the color here is good. There's difference between this color and then our two paragraph here, which is okay with us. So we need to style this line out. Let only appear when we hover on it. Okay, so to deal with this one is very simple. So what do we do next? We just scroll down here. Okay, we can now say, okay, here is our cut link. So from down here, I can say, okay, cut link. So what do I do with this one? First of all, it is having a class. It has to be dot, then put the curly bracket, pass on our declaration. What is that? Text declaration, td, text decoration. Try to master some of the shortcuts so that it can save you enough time. Let text be to none. Okay, let our text decoration equal to none. Don't want to decorate that text, and then save, and then wait, I think save. Okay, text decoration to none, which is good. Color, so refresh. Okay, color should be, can change the color, should be somehow like hash 44D. okay, somehow that gray. The text decoration can remove this line. Okay, cut links. Let's check our name here. How do we name it? Yes, the same thing here. I think no different here. So the name from our HTML wasn't corresponding. That's why it goes wrongly like this. So sorry. That's how you can do always. Make sure you see all this. Who's calling me? Okay, so this is how we deal with this one. Make sure the name from our HTML must correspond. Okay, this one having 3 line before it was 2. That's why it's unable to detect our change here. So we have this one. So we want only when we hover this one, we want that line to appear. Once we remove our cursor, let it disappear. So here we can just add hover properties. Remember the lecture of yesterday is still built on top of this one. Okay, here we have hover property. From the hover property, what do you think we will have? You can say text decoration td. Okay, from there you can have text decoration. Maybe you can specify something like underline so that it can reappear back, and then like this I can say we are literally done. You see, you bring your cursor here, it can show this read more but underline. As soon you remove your cursor, it disappear. Let's change this one to thumbnail. Instead of putting these likes words here, let's try to bring our thumbnail here. We just go to our font awesome. You guys know already, font awesome FA. Sorry, font awesome. You guys know very well. For me, my computer, you see there is this one grip. Okay, the extension you should do add grip from your Chrome extension. You can just type here Chrome extension. Okay, here have web store, click there. Here you have the word grip. Okay, grip, or you can check this one. Okay, grip as GREPP. Okay, GRE, it is with the E, not I. This one, gripper, like this one here. Just go and add. Okay, mine is already add. I can't remove. Yours will be add here. Click add, can enable you, like whenever I search about something, it can bring you some of the source code answers, just simple like this without wasting more time. So we are here, Phone Awesome. I just want to copy their link here. Okay, show me the link. This link is the CDN, content delivery network. Okay, it communicates with everything that they offer from their site. Here I can just go up where we have our title here, or if I want to put beyond below or above CSS, everything can work. Okay, then here I will just go to their website here, Phone Awesome icon. I can click here. Okay, or Phone Awesome search, all the same, you can always get the same result. Here I can just type just something like this and click enter. Okay, here you can see a lot of options. Check the one you want, down, up, or everything. Just choose the one which is okay with you. For me, I want to go with this one. Don't remember, just copy this one and then go back here. Where do you want this one to appear? Scroll down where we have the word here, likes. Okay, for me, maybe I don't want this one here. Let it be in the beginning here. Okay, I'll first try to paste this one and see the situation. Is it going to work or not? Then I can scroll down and see my cards here. Okay, it's now loading. Yes, I got it here. But if I want to make this one, like, also once I hover, let it show like click, something like this. It's very simple. I will just go down here. Where do I put it? Okay, term. If I want, I can give a class here. I can go and style it up, it can work. Or if I don't want, I can just simply give class here. Okay, I can give a class here like likes. I can go here, tech. I can say cut. First of all, cut here, dash likes. Let's add s there. Okay, I can copy this one, go back to my CSS down here. I can put my comment still and say, okay, this is cut likes. This is how it is. So I want to style this one down here. I can put this one like this. Okay, can say cursor to pointer, but remember to put hover here, because we want hover property only. We don't want anything hover property. Then now if you go back to our browser, okay, let's load this one. It's loading. Okay, you see, whenever I bring my cursor here, first of all, it's showing the arrow. If I bring this one here, you see, it's showing likes. If I bring to this one, it's showing likes with the underline. So it's just very simple. This is how you can make this one. So now we have this one. Remember, we specify how many fractions. We have specified 3. So let's try to change this one into 3. Okay, let's zoom this one out to see the actual size of our card. Okay, so here we have card content, card image, card. So here we are. See, this one is highlighting there and showing down here. Okay, so what do we do with this one? If I want to collapse this one, I will just bring my cursor down here. You see this drop down arrow, I click here, it collapse everything here. Okay, then I can just copy this one only, very simple like this. Okay, then I can go down here like this, collapse this one. I can say okay, cut start, cut end here, cut start, cut end. So I can just copy this one. Okay, since we are here, you can see here is cut and showing this one. Then I can just post them down here. 2, okay, 3, and then now if I go back to my page loading, you can have this tree without any problem. And remember, we can change all the picture. Let's go and start changing their picture. Let's say which one is number 1 here. Our number 1 here, I have cut and cut start. Okay, this is the first one. Let me open it back. Okay, here is the first one. Go with this big color. image. Let's go with this one. Let's change this one here, okay, and check what image is suitable. Let's go, okay, this one with the brick, and this one should be the last option. We have a colorful, we have a beautiful flower. Let's go with this one and see the difference. Now it's loading. Okay, the last one is not flower. Let's change it to, instead of this flower, let it be brick colorful. This one, colorful 11, and we can zoom our code back. Okay, then we can load and see what's happening. Here we have, so we have successfully managed this one, but the question is it responsive? Will it respond to any type of screen resolution or aspect ratios? Let's get it out. First of all, you have one option. If you are using window, control shift plus I. If you want to do it manually, fine, make right click wherever you are, go to inspect. Okay, from inspect you will see this option here. Okay, if you want to hover and try to see the properties, if you put lights, you will see font is 14 font 14.4 pixels, sans serif, margin 0, top 14. You see, it's try to give you the information about this one, the CSS information, everything here. Okay, so this is the first thing you can do with this one. Secondly, if you want to check this image also, you can see here this image is there, roll image, but they did not specify, but the size of this image is 190.47 times 122.89. so this is how it is. You see, it's somehow challenging, so this is how we deal with this one. Now, is it responsive? Let's try to bring it down. You see, it's somehow strange, but the tree remain. You see, it remains 3 always. It doesn't make that space of breaking it down going to the next line. But what if you say you want to check on mobile phone? Just click on this one. On mobile phone, you see, we are now on mobile device, but it's still appearing 3. What do you think will happen in some other type of phone? It still is appearing 3 for us. It's even making it worse. You see, inside iPhone, I believe if you open this one inside the iPhone, this is what you can see. To break it into 3, because the 3 column is always there, constant. Remember what we tell our cat in the beginning here. Repeat 3 column 1 fraction. Okay, this one here is the one making all this nonsense. It's going to make sure that you break it into 3 column, and it just remain there. It will only be good with some big screen. Okay, somehow like my PC like this, it cannot affect you. Like you will find, yeah, everything is cool, but actually I don't like them to appear big like this. So how do we handle that one? You see, now our responsive part is not working. That means our grid part even is not responding the way we want. We want everything to be responsive in all our screen phones, our iPads, whenever. If I go to iPad even, you see it will not make sense still. It's just somehow small there, but the tree keeps on appearing. You go to any other small phone like Pixel 5, you see this one there. You go to iPhone the 12 Pro, you see it's just making nonsense, and it's really not good. So how do we handle this one with only one single line of a code? Very simple. Let's first remove this one, or let's comment this one out and have another code that we can handle with this one. So here is just very simple. First, understand why is it breaking, and secondly, how do we make this one to autocomplete the space that we have there. So let's go on. Let's also copy this one and develop this one. Just let's remove this one. So here I have a repeat property. Instead of putting this tree fraction, okay, of the column, let's change this one to autofill. Okay, very simple, autofill. After change this one to autofill, then we need to define, okay, here we need to define our min and the max. Okay, because if you don't define this one, the mini size and the max, then it will disturb us. So what do we want to do here? We say, okay, here start with the 225 pixels, the most smallest screen. Okay, then the max must be where the maximum will be only at one fraction, 1 fr, one fraction of the screen, and that's simple like this. You don't need to worry again. Meaning, like the minimum, the last size must be 225 pixels, which is almost impossible. Those types of telephone, it doesn't exist already. Now we are at least in 400 pixels plus. Okay, 300, 350, 298, something like that. Some of the small screen that we have today, but the one below this one is just a rare case. It's difficult to find. Okay, all smartphones somehow start from 400, 350, 80, something like that. So here we put the minimum. We have defined like only at the condition of this minimum. Okay, let it go, but otherwise take the fraction of the screen, divide it as possible, or put everything which come after this minimum screen, break them, let them follow the rule. Okay, so it's somehow difficult to explain to you guys, but try to see them here in our example. Let's put them simple for you. So this is what you have. Okay, it's now big, somehow good. Yes, let's go back to inspect. Right click, inspect, or control I shift. If you are using MacBook, is command shift, yeah, command shift I. So this is where we are here. So click here. This is our phone here. Bring it here to pixel 5. It's just responsive without any problem. Take it back, assuming this is not phone. Here it will appear automatically 2, and remember it used to appear 3 because the screen is already known. Like, force this one, break it so that you can follow the rules. Okay, bring it here. What do we have? You see everything is responsive. It's coming down, so it's just responsive. Even the text itself is responsive. Just see, even it goes up to phone. Here it's just like the size is already getting small, so it's appearing one and following other. Then bring this one down, see it goes up to there. So now if you check with our phones and other devices, fine. Go to our last phone here, like Nest Max. You see it appear big according to the screen of Hap Max. Go to Nest, you see it's even resize. Even you can go to iPad mini, the smallest iPad. You see it respond in a very good way. Go now to iPhone Pro. It just take one screen and the next follow. So this is how you deal with this one. So if you want to add more and more and try to see from the practice, just go back to your CSS HTML here. Try to zoom it out. Okay, first zoom it out so that you can see where you are exactly. Okay, here we have cut start. I can copy from cut start up to cut end here. I can copy this one. This is the advantage of making comment. Paste them here. Now it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I've pasted 10 of them. So here, guess what will happen here? I have 10 cards. Okay, 10. Normally it has to be forced all the 10 to stay here, but since we have put our CSS here, okay, our CSS here, we say grid. Okay, we say grid templates, repeat, autofill. You fill the space which is empty. Okay, and then with the condition minimax must start from 225 and then take one fraction of that screen resolution. So here we have everything. So you can see we have 10 different. You can even add more as possible. Now if you go to our control shift I, try to take it out. Okay, you'll see the 10 follow each other, just like if you post many things on Facebook. You just scroll one on top of each other without having any problem there. Secondly, if you say okay, let's check with the iPad mini, you will see the iPad is there somehow, this one, but let's refresh. Okay, let it refresh. See, can scroll everything there, is following the same rule without any privacy. Can scroll well, just the network is disturbing you. These pictures are very big. You can even see here it's opening slowly, so that's the issue we have there. It's just a network, not network. The pictures we have, so they are very big and it's opening slowly, plus the network issue because I'm using 1 bar of internet here, I'm sure. Yeah, somehow weak, that's the reason, but believe me, everything is well. You can check even the iPad Max, iPad Mini, you can take Samsung, you can take everything, XR. Okay, just the network is there, or if you want, you can stop this one like this, rerun it again. Here, yes, I rerun this one, start it afresh. I say it takes time to load these pictures, they are very big, but trust me, if you reach up to this level, congratulations, you just did one important part. Okay, so this is what we are, and you can still go and check by yourself. Okay, it's responds slowly, but you can see everything is very responsive. Okay, this is how you deal with the grid system in a very simple way as a beginner. You can make your content very well, align them, display them, make them very good without any problem. So next we are moving to Flexbox. Okay, Flexbox, I think I can make the video separate. No, let the video be one, but let's create another folder to our flex is just like a game. Okay, how we can display those things, move them. So here we have this one, let's be called Flexbox. Okay, Flexbox, no problem. Open with the code. Okay, all right. No, I opened the whole screen. Sorry. Drag this one here, bring it here. Wow, it's responding slowly. I touch something different here. I check my window. Okay, it's coming now. So here I have Flexbox. Okay, mistakenly typed, but it's okay. So the same thing, let's open our Visual Code Studio, drag this in, and then we can create files. Okay, I just create 2 files, html.css. oh, not html.css. Anyway, it can work also. The name has nothing. The thing which is important here is our extension. Now this one index.html. okay, it can work. Here I can link our file here. Let's link that on the link ink / let's link this html.css. okay, remember the extension here is the one working. Here is just a name, it doesn't have anything. Okay, don't complicate yourself there. Name has nothing, the extension is very important. Let's put this one to be Flexbox. And also I will show you guys there is a website. You guys will go and play Flexbox, that you will become the best, believe me. So here let's have one parent container and have some 5 children so that we can play with them, displaying them, align them. Okay, here we have the first one. Let's have a name, flex parent, Flexbox. okay, it's okay. Then here we have 3 different, let's have this color. We have one is red. Okay, and just copy this 1 2 3 4 5, something like this. Okay, we have a red. Let this one be blue so you guys can see the actual. We have okay, let's do like this. Let this one be red first of all, so that we can style it in a very simple. Okay, click on Alt. Okay, zoom, make sure you click on Alt, click here, this one, make space so that you can be able to now type everything here. Let's give this one class, then we can change the other one red blue so that we can style them. We can give them like one width, height, the same then the colors only we can stylize them in a different way. So let's give them one name here, like a flex children. Okay, then here is a red. You can change this one to blue because we can tackle them one by one later on. This one should be red, blue. Let this one be yellow. Yellow, not yellows. This one be green. This one should be pink, and then this one should be black. Here we have text here. This one should carry the word red. This one should go with blue. Okay, this one should be yellow, and then here we have green. Here we can have our pink, then here we can put our black. So here what we can do is just go with the word flexed child. Here we can just children, we can just specify everything you want there. Let's first open the other part so that we can see everything running. Let's run this one first of all. Go live here. Okay, this is what we have on our screen. Good. So flex children. First of all, let's have flex parent. Where is flex parent? Control B to hide the other part. Give us enough space. Flex. Okay, flex box here. Go here on top of this one. Let's pass there like this. Okay, we have a background color. Just put the color to our background. Let it be brown. Okay, and let's specify some space padding inside there. Let the padding be like 10 px. Okay, then for the children also we need to put border, a border of 1 pixels solid. Okay, then you can specify the color, or we can just type direct. Let them all have a gray color. Okay, like this, which is good. You can see all of them have the border of gray. Then we can specify the width. Width should be 300 pixels, 200 pixels, and then I think 200 by 200 is okay. It can fit the screen. Here will be height. The height also will be the same, like this. But the problem, we cannot play them on a small screen unless big screen like this. 1 2 3 4. No, 200 by 200 is too big. Let's just go with 150 pixels by 150 pixels. Let it be square so that we can move them later on in a very simple way. Okay, 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. No, let it be 100 pixels. Okay, you can sometimes write everything at 100 pixels like this. This one is 100, sorry. So this is what we have. 1 2 3 4. Okay, somehow we have made something wrong there. The border is 1 pixels, not 100. All right, so this is what we have. 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's use 4. Let's not go with everything there. Let's go here instead. 1 2 3 4 5. Let's remove these 2 out. Let it only be 1 2 3. Let it be 3. Sorry, let's remove one more out. Let's remove this one. Okay, let's have this one, and then if we put like this we can see everything. Okay, like this we can do everything very well now. So we have remembered the blue, pink, and the black. So instead of black, okay, I'm sorry, we are going to make it blue. pinky, yellow. Let this one just be our yellow since we remove the other yellow. And then let's turn the text here, okay, to yellow instead of black. Yellow, like this. Good. So we can put the colors the way we want. Now we have blue, pink and yellow, so we can just go here, say okay, down here let's add our colors now. Okay, remember master how you can make comment so that you can go well. Here I can background color BGC should be blue, curly bracket BGC should be blue, just blue direct, like this. Good. Then maybe if you want to change the color to black or white, that's none of our business or none of our lecture of today. Let it be white. Okay, good. Since we have this one here, we can just copy this one. Okay, you can just copy everything here. 1 2 3. So here instead of blue, let it be pink as the name suggests, and let the color be somehow pink. Where do we get pinky color? Let that one be like that, is okay. Here instead of blue, we can just change this one back to yellow, and the color must resemble yellow, something like this. But here also can go well with the something like a red, yeah, like this. So this is the Flexbox. We have the parent container that's here already in somehow brown red or red brown, something like that. Then we have the color 1 2 3. Okay, so the Flexbox will enable us to deal with these three things at the same time. Try to put them left, right, bottom, up. So this is what you're going to do. It's a very simple things. Okay, just believe me, it's just simple as I'm telling you. So this is where we can write our Flexbox here. Okay, Flex is where Flexbox is. All the game will be happening here. So the question is, this one you can see they are always stuck on each other. Okay, that is Flex by default. Okay, they just stay, just like position, stick or static, sorry, static, it's just stand on each other. So the point here, like, how do we display this one all into the row and align them just top here? Let them be here at the top, and later we can bring them here. Later we can put them down. Next we can bring them in the middle, and next we'll try to change their position. We'll bring yellow number 1, take this one last. So this is the game we're going to play now with the Flexbox. Believe me, it's just easy. Okay, forget the thing like this thing is difficult. No, forget about it. It's really easy. So let me push this one down there, the rest of my style. Let me just have this one so that I can work with them. So from padding here, I don't want to touch anything. Okay, from here is where we are writing our flex. Let me put this on flex properties here. Okay, so we learn them now. It's not difficult. So first of all, I want them to be all into the row instead of column. So how do I deal with this one? We can have this property here, display flex is constant there. Okay, flex first of all. Okay, let it be display flex. So what happened here when I say display flex, you guys have seen already, everything move into the row. Okay, assuming I made mistake, I save this one. They are all column, meaning Flexbox, okay, can make all the children within a parent container move into the row. How do I create a space between them? You see, me, I'm not comfortable. Like this one is aligned good here at the edge of 10 pixels from this brown here, from the edge, from other white background there, which is the default of the page. Okay, and then here we have some enough space. So I want this yellow to come also stay here, where 10 pixels from the right. Okay, 10 from the above, and then bottom, and then give space to this pinky here so that she can feel well, or he can feel well, or it can feel well. Okay, so we have display flex. What about justify content property? What does it do? Okay, justify content. Let's try to see space between. How will it look like? Like this, you can see like somehow everything is good arranged, you know, like space between here. Okay, the word justify content enable us to pass more properties. Okay, first of all, to know these properties, okay, by typing the word justify content, you see you have center, you have end, you have baseline, you have flex end, flex start, last baseline, left, everything is all here. Okay, make sure you just practice them. Okay, just choose them, place on them one by one, press them, see what will happen. Okay, if you get error, no issue, you will always get the solution. So let's start with the space between. SP space between. Okay, here space between, give us space between this one. How about the space around? Okay, have something like space around here. What do you think it will happen? What happened, it align everything, okay, in the center, and make sure that the space is equally distributed. You can see here it's not anymore 10 pixels. You can see up here is 10 pixels, bottom is 10 pixels, but here it's not 10 pixels, it's around 12.5 pixels. Here also 12.5 pixels, 12. It's almost everything equally. Okay, that's the advantage of space around. Space around, make sure it center the children inside, but with the equal space from left, right of all the other children. If there are very many, or if it is one, this is what it will happen. So make sure the space is equally from left and the right. Okay, so this is what we do with this one. Next, assuming we have this one here, this one very big. Okay, let's first of all try to add here have Flexbox. Okay, let's add width to this Flexbox first of all, so that height, I think height should be 560 pixels. Okay, no, 500 pixels too big. It will be 400 is okay. 400 pixels. No, let it be 350. Always make sure you try. No, it's still big. It will be 300. Okay, 300 is okay. So this is how I want to define this one, okay, so that it remains like this. How about the width? We need to have some good measurement. Let's change this one to width. Alhamdulillah. So this is what we have. We have equal top, left, right is equal everything. So here we can be able to play this one very well. So what do you think will happen by adding space with this one? Okay, now you can see that we have some conflict, like the space is not enough, that's why it cannot allow this one. So let's make our width 350. Let's add 50 pixels. Okay, like this is okay. Okay, so how do we make sure? Okay, now you can see they're all into the row, but they are only aligned at the top. We want to bring them, let them be down here. So how do we deal with this one? So we have justify content, space around, good. How about make sure we bring them down here, so that they are all here, row but down, not top. How do we deal with this one? Good. Okay, let's try to see some property. How about align element, align item, sorry, not element. Let's say this one flex. Okay, flex start, what will happen? Nothing. How about flex end? Literally you get the answer. Align the item, flex end is simply bring them all at the end and then take them all start. If you put it opposite, if you put it start here, make sure it's gonna take you there. Okay, so this is the first one. Next, I have a question here. How about bring this yellow to the place of blue to the pink, and that one. How do you deal with it? Or bring pink, blue to this one. So here you need to see which one are you targeting here. Here I'm targeting only yellow. Okay, my fighting is only with yellow, so I have to go and bring the yellow class here. Okay, dot yellow. Okay, yellow. Then I will pass something here like order. Okay, order. If you put plus, okay, if you put a positive number, it will move to the right. Negative, it will move to left, but depend on the number. So here, where do you want yellow to go? We want yellow to come and take pink, so this one is going to be -1. Okay, by putting this -1, you will see it has to go -1. Okay, wait, let's be 0. Zeros by default. Okay, yellow, we want to put -1. It is going to move up to -1 position. How about -2? still we need to have at least 5, at least 5. Okay, let's say yellow now, it's order 0 by s. Plus 1, not plus 1, just 1. It won't change because there is no other what box we are moving. If we have 5, okay, assume we have 4, then it will move plus 1. If this one is minus 1 here, minus 2 here, how about minus 2? You see it's keep on moving there. Okay, change this one to blue, and then instead of this one, first of all, by 0, blue is 1. Okay, let's go with the pink. Sorry, pink in the middle, pink. Okay, then we put the order by 0 is just the default one. Then here let's say 1, where will it be? See 1, it move this one directly to the right. Okay, by putting 0, this is the position. Meaning here if you put positive number, okay, it will move it to the right hand side. Negative, you can move it there. So let's say pink, move it to -1. Where will we find the pink? You see it move exactly to -1. Now if you say yellow, okay, it's the one we have there. We want to bring it to we want to move it to blue, the place where there is blue. Is very simple. We can say okay, let's copy this one. Okay, this one here have order. Okay, what are we dealing with? It's yellow. Where do you want yellow to be? Change the order. Positive, it will take you to the right hand side. Negative can bring you here. Let's say this one to go to -1. Where do you think yellow will go? You see 1 step. If you say -2, 2, not 3, second step. So this is how you change the order of the children. Okay, first of all, you have them, you can do anything with them. You can change their position, you can bring this one up, this one down, everything. So how about here, like you have yellow and then I want to push it down, let it not stay there, I want to bring it down. Is it possible? Okay, let's say okay, if I want to deal with the positioning still, it can work. Or if I just want to go direct, like okay, margin top, okay, margin top, we have this one. The size is 100 pixels if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Sizes, children. Okay, it's 100 pixels. Okay, let's go this down. Okay, let's say top is 100 pixels. Where do you think we will be? Not top, bottom. Okay, always try everything by yourself. So this is how it can be. You see, you can bring this one down. Or what if you say okay, position should be absolutely, it can take us out, it has to be relative to this one. Okay, Flexbox, let's say position, remember we did positioning already with you guys. Position relative, here will be absolute. Okay, position absolute, then you can say okay, I want to put this one just down there. I can say okay, this is how position absolute properties to yellow. Let's say bottom. Okay, the bottom should be 0. Okay, then right should be 0. Right should be 0. So here I can bring my yellow up to here. So this is how we deal with the positioning. Okay, positioning come in, but our lecture is not positioning. Okay, it's all about display flex property. So this is where we are. So all of us know. So how do I make them into the column and align them just center? How do you deal with this one? First of all, we can say okay, state of flex start. Okay, align item flex start. Okay, good. I can say okay, display flex, but I can change the flex direction too. Flex direction can be changed. Where? Column. Okay, I can do this on column. So what happened here? You see, flex direction set to be column. There is no space because you know the height is just a 300 pixel, 500 pixels, so it's too small, can not add this space there. But remember, have a space around everything. Okay, that's why it's not appearing here. So I can change them, but I want to put them all into the center. How do you go with this one? You have justify content. Okay, justify content here is not working because the space wasn't enough. What about we say justify content to center? What do you think will happen? Nothing good. Always learn by mistake. Okay, we have align item here. Okay, how do you want item to be aligned? Okay, flex start, just put them only here in the beginning. What if center? What will happen? You say everything just align to the center. But we have another question. Okay, how do we make sure that we want yellow to be up, followed by blue, followed by pink? So you need to learn. Oh, yeah, done with order. Sorry, order is done. How do you make yellow on top, followed by blue, pink? Let pink go down. So we have something called flex direction set to be column or row or something. So how do you do this one? You can say column reverse. How do you think will happen? You see, our yellow came first, this one comes second, this one goes down. If you want to bring pink down, we use order here, minus plus 1. You can say pink plus 1. Okay, just specify here pink dot pink. We're targeting pink. We can put order. From the order you can say 1. That's all. Or we can put minus 1. You see, very simple. You deal with this one like this. So we have no issue with order. I'm sure you guys might not have problem there. So another question, how do we take them like they are being aligned in the center, but I want them all to appear only at the right hand side edge there? How do you deal with this one? We have align item. Is it going to be flex end or start? Make sure you practice those one here. I will show you the place where you can play game. So here you get the same answer with me. Okay, flex end. This is how you literally deal with them. Like, okay, I can return them back to column, to the row. Okay, I can put them into the row like the original way before. I can put them flex start. I can take the up. Okay, up. I can bring them even into the center. Okay, I can put them here to center. First delete this one, center. Okay, I can align item. Instead of row, I can change them back to column reverse, row reverse. See, like there are so many ways you can deal with this one, but to make it good, like for you to understand, okay, there's a game here known as flex froggy. Sorry, flex froggy. This one is the best place you can learn. I don't have no internet connection. Okay, connect to this one. This one is the one I trust. So this is how you can play with the Flexbox in a very easiest way without wasting much of your time thinking like it's difficult. Yes, it's difficult, but the truth is it's achievable. Okay, let's go to Flex Froggy. Let's play something there with you. You have level 1 up to level 24. I challenge you guys, go and play up to level 4. Okay, yesterday I finished up to level 24. Sorry, you guys need to reverse. So remember, I can take all the step back. Let's go to 0 0 0 0. So this is how the challenge looks like. Okay, you guys are going to play. Okay, this one, even remove it. So the question they will ask you, like, okay, this is the frog and this is the flex property you need to write here. They will ask you, like, take this frog, let it sit on this lily pad. Okay, this one's the lily pad, this is the frog. They will ask you always, take this frog, make sure that it stay on that lily pad. So how do you deal? This is like the parent container we have there, and these are the children that we have, and these are some other children. But the question is, this one is fixed always. They want you just to move the child here so that it can stay there. This one is one of the children. Okay, like what we have just demonstrated. It's very simple. They say how do you bienvenue Flexbox, c'est un jeu où vous allez fournir la grenier et ses amis ont écrit du code CSS guider cette grenier au épure et à la droite de la éteigne ont utilisé la propriété justify content. Okay, so this one is in French. Yours will, I'm sure my PC is using French in the engine, so yours will be in English. It's very easy. You can read this one there, you can understand. Just a matter of take this frog to stay on that one, lily pad, that's all. But they're asking you justify content is a property they propose to you. So justify content has other properties you can pass in, like flex start, flex end, center, space between, space around. So I've shown you this one already, guys, how you guys can play with this one. So here, let's take these frogs here. Let's play up to number 7 or 10 like this, because the time is almost there. Sorry for taking you long. The video is becoming long, even it's not good. So here we are. How do I take this one? So use justify content. Okay, we have justify content, we have flex start, flex end, flex everything. Okay, let's say you have justify content. It's what you will be used, or just to avoid typing, you can click this one like this, then choose your answer. Okay, let's say flex end. Yes, you can say justify content. It takes these properties, then we can see what to do with it. So I try to say let it go and sit at the end, flex end, take it to the end, click next. Okay, another challenge come in, they ask you like, do you see, this one is already answered. I'm sorry, I've answered those one. So this is the question. They'll ask you, okay, take these two frogs, the yellow must stay on yellow, the green must stay on green, but use justify content. Okay, so how do you deal with this one? Yes, justify content have a lot of properties, flex end, flex start, flex end, space between, space around. So how do you take this frog to stay here? First of all, this is the parent container, which is in blue. Then this one is like fixed there. They are already being positioned. They want you just to position the frog so they can sit here. So here, by understanding how do you put the content into the center, okay, maybe these two, the blue, the green and the yellow, they are already center of this blue. Okay, here and here is having the same dimension. Here is already in the center. Maybe you can say justify center. Maybe these two frogs can go and sit on their places. Let's try it. Say justify content center. Very simple. Okay, so this is the game you guys will be playing. Okay, this one I've answered also. This is the game you guys need to play. So this is where we are. They will ask you like, okay, take this one so that they can stay there. So is the question comes in using justify content always, but remember from level 3 up to 24 you will be using a lot. You will be start from the simple one. These ones are just simple. Later they will try to complicate things, and just always don't run. Think very well. Try here, play with them, still you'll get the answer. It's not the question of like it's difficult. You're going to get the answer always. Okay, so here, how do I push this one there? And first of all, let us see, the things are already well centered. Okay, they are in the center, the red, yellow lily pad and the green. So now the issue is the frogs. These frogs must go and stay there. Is it the case of having space around, or the issue is having space between? If you put a space between, okay, is it going to be the solution, or how do you put the space? How about space around? What does space around did? Does space around make sure everything is in the center, but the space is equally from left to right. So what if you see here the space is not equal from right and left? Let's give it a try. Justify content. Let's say space around. Good, you can push you there, but always let's not just run there. Let's check space evenly. What will it do for us? Okay, space evenly. You see, it's somehow there, but still the frogs not sitting. Maybe yellow frogs we can say they are okay, but the red and the blue is not there. So we can use space around. Space around, make sure it is center the frog, and then add equal space from left to right of our parent container, and like this they can be there. So this will be our end. Okay, I challenge all of you guys to go and finish this game from level 1 up to level 24. Share with me your screen in the WhatsApp group, and then we'll have one day we are going to play them also live with you guys. Okay, So this is why you can learn Flexbox in a very simple way. So I can copy this link, I can drop it later. Okay, so I can say thank you. This is our lecture for today, and then see you next weekend. Bye.